Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Rasal427, and actually today we're actually talk about it's actually a rumor that's actually going around. Talk about Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar Part 3. Now, this Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar feud has started not after WrestleMania kicked off. That's when it actually started and actually began. It's been going on ever since then, and it's going to continuously go on. So, yeah, the first match at Backlash, Cody actually won, rolling up Brock. He had the Kimura lock. Second match, basically the same exact thing, except Cody passed out. And so this feud has been getting, mixed reviews. It hasn't been positively received. I mean, it is probably pretty much the biggest thing on daily television today. I mean, I know the Bloodline is actually there. So this and the Bloodline are probably the two biggest things. This is probably the biggest thing on Monday Night Raw. I mean, I know Seth Rollins is champion, but we'll just see how long they actually push that championship at the top of the card. We'll see about that. But I mean, I've been fine with it. I mean, the matches were both okay. I definitely probably prefer the Backlash match over this one. But with this feud going on, and a lot of people argue back and forth, is this killing Cody's momentum? I would say slightly because it is feeling like it's like, okay, he does this, he beats Brock. Then what he does after this, I really don't know who he feuds with after this, but it just seems like they should have just did Roman and Cody at SummerSlam. But it's crazy because this is what everybody asked for. They asked for Cody not to win at WrestleMania. Now people are backtracking on it because they know Cody should have won. Because this everything on daily television will make so much more sense if Cody actually won. If Cody and Brock were feuding for the championship, it would literally make so much more sense if they actually did it that way. But they actually didn't do it that way, so that's is what it is. They're just fighting over, and that's another problem. You don't really know what they're fighting over. They're not going to explain it at this point. There's no point in explaining it. They might as well just keep going with the feud. There's no explanation for it. That's just is what it is. But if we're doing part 3 at SummerSlam, so I actually will be in attendance at SummerSlam. The main reason I actually was in attendance, the main reason I actually wanted to be there was to see Cody actually win a championship. It's looking like that's not happening. It's looking like I don't know what they're doing with the Bloodlines. It's gonna be a tag team match or a triple threat match or maybe a fatal four way. They're doing something like that at SummerSlam. So whatever they do with that with the Bloodline, that'll be separate. But this is part 3 match is happening. I think this will definitely be a stipulation match. I thought it would be a hell of a cell. We just got one at Mania. I think like a Texas Bull Rope match, dog collar match. I mean, they could do last man standing, false count anywhere, no horse bar, non-sanction. I mean, there's so many different matches they actually do with these two, and I would think that this will be the main event of SummerSlam. I mean, I would hope that the World Heavyweight Championship will main event, but that's probably not going to main event. Maybe the Bloodline storyline main events, but I definitely probably say this will probably main event since you got Cody and Brock inside the match. And I know the Bloodline storyline is probably the biggest in WWE, but just the star power in this match will be way over that one. And with Cody being Brock, I mean, this is the whole point of this with Cody to beat Brock, slay the beast or whatever. Where does Cody go after he actually beats Brock? I really don't know. I'll assume somebody in the Judgment Day. I'm just trying to think of who's on Raw, who he actually can feud with. I really don't know. I just feel like them extending this, and this match proves that they're extending the Cody. I mean, if they're not doing Cody and Roman at SummerSlam, then they're doing that at WrestleMania 40. Which I already have a video on my channel. I think right after WrestleMania, I said that I predicted that they were going to do it at WrestleMania 40 because I'm just like, when you have a title ring this long and this historic, you only can have it in at WrestleMania. You can't have it in at SummerSlam or anywhere else. So if they're not doing it at SummerSlam, that means they're doing it at Mania. And I know there's a lot of talk about, well, if they're not doing it at SummerSlam and Cody's not the guy, his momentum will be killed by Royal Rumble. I mean, he's still getting huge reactions with this stupid storyline with Brock Lesnar. He's still getting the loudest reaction of the night. So, I mean, our opinion on the way they're booking Cody really doesn't matter if the overall fan base still loves Cody. If he's still selling crazy merchandise, still selling tickets, still having the loudest reaction out of anybody on the WWE roster. I mean, if he still has all of that, then by Royal Rumble, by WrestleMania, then it really won't even matter. And this Brock feud would, I mean, even though we feel like it's hurting him, but it really won't hurt him because he's still getting the same reactions and stuff. I guarantee when I'm in the building at Ford Field, that crowd will absolutely crazy chanting his song, chanting Cody. They'll do all that. So it's like, it's very just mixed. I just feel like it's probably better for him to actually move on from this Brock Lesnar feud. But if I had to make a prediction, I think it would be a Texas Bull, well, Detroit, I don't know what they call it, a bull rope match, dog collar match. I don't know what they actually call it, But I think it'd be a huge stipulation. And I heard that Daddy actually wants to do a stipulation that they haven't done this out a while for this match, for this huge match. But this will be part 3. And just get away from Brock, move on to something better. They're definitely extended to Mania at this point. If this rumor is actually true, if they're doing this match, I don't know what they're doing with Roman in. That could be up in the air because Roman's supposed to be at Money in the Bank, which I don't know what he's going to be doing at Money in the Bank neither. I don't know Cody could be Money in the Bank. I mean, what they could do Cody and Brock part 3 at Money in the Bank and then finish this Bloodline storyline at Money in the Bank and then do Cody and Roman at SummerSlam. But I just don't see that happening, to be honest. I think they're going to extend to WrestleMania 40. Even though I don't like they're doing the same match at Mania back-to-back. I mean, they're basically doing Rock and Cena all over again. But that's just is what it is. I think we're going to get Cody and Brock Part 3 at SummerSlam. Because I'm going there, is this the main match that I want to see? No, I want to see Cody win at SummerSlam, but that's not happening. But we're getting Cody and Brock, which I hope is a huge stipulation. It's a stipulation that we haven't seen in a long time. But tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think they should do with Cody and Brock Part 3 at SummerSlam? Since it looks like that's happening. I mean, it could happen at Money in the Bank, but I think it's happening at SummerSlam. I think Cody is going to not be at Money in the Bank, or he's going to do something different at Money in the Bank. But tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.